Good day, Dr. Melinda and classmates. I am Maria, and I will report on the definitions and the importance of layout and packaging. I will begin my report by sharing the definitions of layout and packaging and my insights about them. I also prepared a fun and short exercise to test our understanding of the difference between these two concepts. Then I'll proceed to the importance of layout and packaging. I'll share my sources, and I'll end my presentation by showing the two discussion questions I've prepared. What is layout? According to the authors from our primary reference material, Lustre et al., this is the definition. I will not read it anymore, but I would like to draw your attention to the words I've set in bold font. And the reason why I've set them in bold is because I think these are the most important words from their definition. In fact, if we are to group them accordingly, the first group, including the words the way the elements are arranged, and the second group, including the words to serve a particular purpose, I think we'll see that they actually refer to the two ingredients, I'd call them ingredients of layout, which are composition and intent. So layout is about composition and intent. Composition answers the question, how are the elements arranged? Elements meaning, as Lustre et al. Said, the text, graphics, photos, or illustrations. So when we talk about layout, we're talking about a certain order or organization of these elements. What's important to note is composition is subordinate to the more important ingredient of layout, which is intent. Intent answers the question, why are these elements arranged as such? So when we talk about layout, we are talking about the premeditated, planned process or activity. We don't just lay out a publication on a whim or haphazardly. It's it we are guided by a certain purpose, and that purpose will dictate that composition. When I was preparing that slide, I remember this maxim and principle of design, form follows function, from architect Louis Sullivan. And I think it's interesting because while his quote is originally meant for architecture of skyscrapers, I think it also applies to DevCom materials. When he said that the form of a building should follow its function, in the same way, I think the layout of a publication should also follow its purpose. And this brings to mind that first attribute of DevCom materials, which we learned from our course, that DevCom materials are purposive, and it really begins with that purpose. Now let's move on to packaging. So again, according to Lustre et al., this is their definition, and I've chosen some words again. And I put them in bold font because if I were to distill this definition, these are the words I will retain. Packaging is a total look of the whole document. However, I think it's incomplete. So I'd like to add the word feel, because I think how something looks, it influences how we feel about it. And especially in publications, printed material that offer a tactile experience, we can feel it with our hands. That feeling of the cover, if it has an embossed design, the smoothness of the pages, I think all these contribute to how we feel about that publication. So for me, packaging is the overall look and feel of the publication. So to help us differentiate the two further, I created this visual. We just have to remember packaging is the umbrella term, and layout is just one element of that packaging. So in this example of a newspaper held by this man, packaging will be the overall look and feel of the newspaper. Layout will include the number of columns, spacing, the margins, the placement of the images and text, and materials would include the newsprint and the soy ink, which I found are the two most commonly used materials for newspaper printing. Style will include the colors, the language, even the typefaces used for this newspaper. If we will apply this in an architecture setting, packaging will be the whole house and lot property, layout will be the interior design of the house, and the materials will refer to the resources used to build the house: wood, glass, cement, and the style will refer to the design category of the house, whether it's a minimalist house or a country style house. So now let's test your understanding of the two concepts and if you were really paying attention. We're looking at the newspaper in its totality. Is this layout or packaging? If you said packaging, congratulations. You're right. Now let's go here. We're looking at the interiors of a living room, the interior design of a living room. If you said it's layout, congratulations. Now let's move on to the importance of layout and packaging. The authors gave us two important functions, which I classified as such: a visual function and a mental function. And however, while preparing for this report, I found one more. So, all in all, I'll discuss three functions of the importance of layout and packaging. Okay, so the first function, again, it's visual, it's for attraction. Layout and packaging's first purpose is to grab the attention of the reader, because whether we want to admit it or not, we do judge books, among other things, by their outward appearance. And according to Maronio, it's really human nature to do this. According to her, it really has roots in evolutionary psychology. So, in the context of publications, however, an attractive cover, according to Basui, doesn't necessarily mean that the content, the inside, is great, but it can, an attractive book cover can make that book stand out. And how important it is to stand out? Well, if you consider a person entering a bookstore with really tall shelves overflowing with books and all these publications, I think standing out and earning the attention of that reader is half the battle won already. It's so difficult now to stand out. So for you to do that, well, good on you. Okay, we're looking at this infographic from OnBuy, an online marketplace from the United Kingdom. And I know you can't really see the covers clearly. So the next slide, I will share the actual book covers for your greater appreciation. But this is their infographic on the most Instagrammed book covers of all time. And I'd like to draw your attention to this data they found. Nawotka reported that in their survey, OnBuy found out that almost half of their readers bought books simply because of their covers. So my takeaway here is that professional layout and packaging can tip the scales in our favor. And as DevCom practitioners, I think we should not underestimate their impact. So as promised, these are the 10 most Instagram book covers of all time. And we can see they all have different styles, but they're all visually appealing. Now, the second importance of layout and packaging is their mental function. They have a mental function, okay, for readability. In other words, they, as Lucy et al. Said in their book, they are meant to support the readability of the content. Now, what is readability? In the third module of our primary reference material, the authors, Lucy et al., they said there are two factors that are that influence, or sorry, that affect readability, which are the words we use and the length of the sentence. For me, to test the readability of something, we just need to ask, does it facilitate a positive reading experience and greater comprehension? And by positive, I mean seamless. I mean not confusing. So if we are in the process of layout or packaging, we just need to ask ourselves if our choices make the content easier and more enjoyable to read and understand by choosing this typeface, um, by choosing this type of font, by choosing this placement of the image and relative to the text. Does it make the content easier and more enjoyable to read and understand? Even choosing the type of paper or the ink or the binding, we need to ask ourselves this question. And what I'm showing now are optimal readability tips from Harvard University. These tips appeared in their digital accessibility unit. So this actually refers to user interface design, but I think I'm sharing them here because I think they're still applicable to publications. So the first they said is we have to use space wisely. According to them, space is an important visual design tool that helps us, in our mind, group related content and separate those that are not related. And the second they said is we have to choose clear typography. So in the context of websites, there are websites that have a specified font. So for them, we should avoid changing that typeface. But I think for publications in particular, we just need to choose a font or typeface that is easy to read. It's that simple. And the third, interesting, they said we should avoid all caps. And they explained why. And I found this explanation interesting. They said readability is reduced when we use all caps because the words begin to have a uniform rectangular shape. And that makes it difficult for the readers to identify the words by their shape, since again, the shape is suddenly now all uniform rectangles. So there's more tips again, but these are just three that I chose. Now, the last function or importance of layout and packaging is this a professional function. They actually help elevate our brand identity, and that's according to Beeb and the Millennium Printing Corporation. According to Beeb, it's not enough that our packaging will leave a good first impression. We should strive for a packaging that leaves a positive, lasting impression. Make our audience look like this boy who's so amazed and astonished. And I think as DevCom students and practitioners, my takeaway here from what Beeb said is we should really strive for excellence in our layout and packaging efforts, because we have to remember the first time our audience sees our publication, that may be the only or the last time they will ever meet our organization. So we want to make that count. And according to the Millennium Printing Corporation, and this is a fact we all know, a well designed layout and packaging reflects on that organization. So it translates to a higher credibility and higher, greater professionalism for that company or organization that made or that owns that publication. And in this very competitive business world and landscape we now are operating in, having a well-designed layout and packaging is like putting our foot in the door already. It really helps us achieve our goal of, looking more trustworthy as an organization. And that will open so many doors of opportunities for us. So to summarize, what is layout? Layout covers the composition or the organization of the elements and the intent or the purpose of the publication. And between the two, it's the intent that is more powerful or more important. Packaging is the overall look and feel of the publication. Layout is just one ingredient of packaging. There are several more. And layout and packaging, I covered three important functions. So the first is visual. So they grab the attention of the reader. Second is mental. They support the readability and facilitate greater comprehension. And professional. They have a professional function. They actually help elevate our brand identity. So these are the sources from the data I've used for the images and videos, and for the images of the most Instagram book covers. And so to end, these are the two discussion questions I have prepared. First is please differentiate layout and packaging in your own words. And the second is please give one importance of layout and packaging. This is the end of my report. I hope you all learned and enjoyed playing the game that I prepared. And yes, I hope you all understood the definitions and the importance of layout and packaging from watching my video. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.